Hello and welcome to another First Glimpse. Today we're going to look at the new starter set for the One Ring, second edition from Free League. I'm going to compare it to the old starter set here and there to see kind of what we find in there. Let's take a look at the old starter set really quickly first. The old starter set, this came out a few years ago, and it comes with dice. You get your cards, your stances. There is the beautiful map, as well as the pre-generated characters in the bottom. Mostly hobbits, and I think Balin is there as well. You get the rules. It's very concise. This is not the complete rules. This is 24 pages. The rules in here and the rules in the core rulebook are slightly different. This is a simplified version of those. You also get the adventure booklet, which is about 31 pages, and there are, I think there's 4 adventures: Conspiracy Most Cracked, Expert Treasure Hunters, Most Excellent Fireworks, Involuntary Postman, and To Sue the Savage Beast. So there's 5. And they all take place in the Shire. So then you also get the Shire booklet as well, which this is actually very excellent. I'm hoping that this gets expanded on at some point. This is 52 pages. It's got journeys in the Shire, details about the different areas, the different, North Farthing, West Farthing. This Rivendell book, I don't think this came with the starter set. I think this came with the GM screen, so let's ignore that, but I just keep it in the box set. Now let's look at the new one and see what we get there. Also, on the inside cover of the box, there is a handy chart that you can reference, almost like a GM screen. Let's take a look at the new one. We're going to take it out of the cellophane. This just arrived yesterday. My understanding is that this is just now arriving in North America. I think yesterday is the first day people were reporting it as having arrived. If you order this from Free League, you do get the PDF for free. So we've got the same dice, which these are printed correctly. There was an issue with the original dice where you would have the number 11, and I think the number 1 had the Eye of Sauron or something to that effect. These are correct. These go to 10. And then, anyway, you've got some little standees here for minifigures, which did not come in the original set. You got your desiccant. Don't eat that. Different looking catalog. I like the look of this catalog. It's much larger than the old catalog. I have played Alien. I have played Blade Runner. I love the One Ring. I won't play the Lord of the Rings because it's 5e, and I'm just not playing that right now. I love Dragonbane. I've not played Coriolis because I play Traveler. Vaesen is a blast. Symbaroum, not really interested in. I'm not a superhero guy at all. I've heard good things about Gun, but I don't think that's my sort of game. I have the Electric State. I haven't looked at it yet. Tales from the Loop, I've heard is great. Again, haven't looked at it. I have Twilight 2000. I want to play it. Walking Dead, I'm not a fan of. Forbidden Lands, I love. Mutant Year Zero, I don't think that's my game. Morkborg, not so much. Pirate Borg, yes. In fact, I'm playing a big game of Pirate Borg this weekend. Wonderful. We get the contents here. Let's dump it out. We'll come down to the... Oh, one of my standees is missing, but I see him. He's hiding down here. Let me get him out of there. Kind of wedged down here into the bottom. Oh, just punched another one out. Trying to get him out, so we'll take this out. You've got everything you need for the adventures that it comes with, so we'll put these back in place there, so you can get a good look at these. I probably won't use these. In fact, I'm kind of sad that they're punched. That way I can't keep it in mint, but what do you do? Getting started, this has great if you've never played an RPG to decide who's the lore master. Here's what you read. Everybody else do this, and then where to go from there. The rules. Very cool cover design on the rules. The other one was, oh, and you've got a nice reference chart on the back here. This is also 24 pages. I've not had a chance to look through this, but from what I understand, this is a little more clear. I think some of the errata has been corrected in this, if I'm not mistaken. And again, I don't think this is the complete rules by any stretch. This probably still has you do your attributes from 18 instead of 20. Oh, no, we're doing from 20, yeah, instead of 18, which 18 is great for a one-shot or the other starter set. If you're basing it off of a 20, it's just 10% harder to succeed. Very cool, very simple rules. This game is not hard. It's different. It's very narrative in focus. And as long as you understand that, this is not a combat simulation. This is a Lord of the Rings book, maybe the movie simulation. So you've got the rules. Then we've got the adventures over here called Overhill and Underhill. Fantastic artwork there. This comes in at only 16 pages, so quite a bit smaller than the other. Let's see, we've got only 3 adventures: A Fateful Meeting, The Crowned Hill, and Iron Jaws. So fewer adventures. However, I had an issue with the adventures in the original starter set. They're kind of goofy, kind of silly. Goofy's not the right word, silly. They're a little silly, they're a little cute. If you're playing with younger kids, it's perfect. But, you know, if you're playing with your buddies that you're used to rolling dice over the years and slaying foes and whatnot, it's not that. This, from what I understand, is a little more adventurous. And so I don't want to spoil anything on here because I'm probably going to play these, but it looks like there are three adventures. I mean, this kind of spoils what's going to be in there because these are the tokens for the adventure. Let's look at the pre-gens. Gira, daughter of Gautar. So we don't have hobbits, so that's nice. Gira is a barding. Regin Stonefist, or Regan Stonefist, however you want to say it. Dwarves of Durin Spoke. Fimbrathil of the Havens. An Elf of Linden. Very cool. Mentha North Tooks. There's your Hobbit. See, that's going to be tough to hit that strength number. Duin here, Eagle Nose. Ranger of the North. And then we have a handout for the adventure. And it's in that lovely font that J.R.R. Tolkien, that he actually wrote in. That's what his handwriting looked like that, so they based it on that when he was writing hobbity sorts of things. So very cool. And then we've got a map. This is a different map. Still the same general area. Oh, we got the combat chart here. So this is great for, you could set your little figures on here. Here's your rearward stance, defensive stance, open stance, forward stance, and put the foes on the outer ring. So very cool. That makes it much easier. It would be nice if this also listed the bonuses and penalties and things like that you get for those different stances. That would be a complaint on here, but then it would be far less beautiful. It's kind of nice because you have different terrains on here. It's all just for aesthetics. It has nothing to do with what we're doing here. Looks like the areas for engaged enemies, so you can put, the foes in the same rings as the player characters. And then here is the area door map. Very nice. Excellent. So this looks like a great deal. I think this was like $24.99, something like that. Really good price for what you get in here. Do you need this if you have the other starter set? No, absolutely not. Would you want this if you're a collector? Well, obviously. If you have a choice between the two starter sets, I would probably get this one. If you If you've never played the One Ring, I would recommend the starter set over just buying the book and the dice, because the dice, to buy it does use special dice. You can use your own. You just need D6s and D12s, but there's something special about 11s and 12s. There's something special about 1, 2s, and 3s, and there's something special about the 6 on the D6s. So it's easier just to use the dice, but they're expensive. This might be like, I don't remember, $12 or $15 just for the dice. So get the starter set, a great way to get into that. And then you get the standees and everything else as well. So definitely very, oh, don't forget the desiccant. Definitely very cool. I recommend, oh, I forgot a page. I recommend this for sure. And we will get some One Ring. I've got a campaign starting on the channel next weekend. We are going to tackle Moria for 10 to 15 sessions, or until we feel satisfied with our explorations. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you enjoy this video. Please like, subscribe, do all the stuff that you do just to help the algorithm so that other people can find these. If this is beneficial, let's help it be beneficial for other people. Thanks, everybody.